Hi guys, it's me, Flavio Miguel, and welcome back to my channel. Maybe that's your first time over here. If that's the case, no worries, but thank you so much for tuning in. In this video, I'm going to be showing to you how to create a natural base. And it's a little bit different than when you create a non-makeup look, when you allowed yourself to wear a little bit more makeup. That natural base could be something for you to use either during the day or during the evening, because a natural makeup is not something that you would use only during the day. You can also use a natural makeup for during the evening. So as you can see, I have nothing on. The only thing that I've done is my eyebrows, and my skin is still just like prepped with skincare. But as you can see, it looks a little bit red. I could use a color corrector in areas where I think it's more necessary, like for example my nose and just right next to my eyes. This is the Herborian CC Red Corrector. What I'm gonna do, I add just a tiny bit on my palette. This should be more than enough. And then I'm gonna attack the areas where I think it's more necessary, like for example here, next to the nose wings, right also on that side, and also a little bit on the dorsum of my nose. This product will not get rid of the veins and most of the redness of my nose, because it doesn't offer a lot of coverage. This is where the concealer will play a very important role in this natural makeup look. For example, this would be more than enough. I can actually go a little bit on the ears as well, because they are looking a little bit red right there. Now it's time to add some concealer, okay? So the concealer that I'm going to use is the Power Plush by Kylie Cosmetics. It's a concealer that I've been using for the last month, I think, and I think it's a really nice concealer. I already created an entire review with wear test and waterproof test in this concealer. If you haven't watched it yet, there's a link right up here where you can watch it, okay? For this case, I'm gonna use only concealer to create my base. The first color that I use is the C4, which has a cooler undertone. But now to make this look a little bit more natural and less cold, I'm gonna use a warmer color to blend this all together. The color that I'm gonna use it here is the 4WN. And right now I'm gonna add an even warmer color just to create a little bit of a suntan effect within the base that I'm already applying on myself. The color that I have here in my hands is the 5N. To blend this, I'm gonna use my latest favorite concealer brush. This also is from Kylie Cosmetics. And why I like it is because it has this very convenient shape that allows me to go very much in the inner corner. And remember, because this is a natural makeup look, I'm not gonna go to super high coverage, but just enough to make everything look nicely done and well put together. This is how you create an entire base only using concealer, and in this case I did use 3 different shades to create a more well-balanced shade on my face. How do you guys like it? But now it's time to set this all using a powder, and also just to have a little bit more control about this finish. Why? Because the Power Polish Concealer delivers a setting finish, and in my case I don't like when the setting finish happens over here, because I do have some large pores, at least in my opinion, and when I use a setting powder it will minimize the appearance of the pores. In this case I'm using a powder from Kylie Cosmetics in the color 400, or beige if you will. It's coming out quite well, don't you? So natural base, but now let's add just a little bit of color. Remember, this is a natural makeup look and not necessarily a non-makeup makeup look. So I'm allowing myself to add some bronzer and some blush. The bronzer that I've got here is also from Kylie Cosmetics and is the color Khaki. And I'm going to apply right below the cheekbones, just a bit right there. Also on the hairline. Just a tiny bit on ears, a little bit over there. I know that for some of you this would be already enough. If that's the case, you could just stop over here and eventually use your favorite setting spray. But in my case, I will allow myself to add a little bit of color on my face. Color when it comes to a blush. And this one is the Betty on the Block, also from Kylie Cosmetics. Another thing that you could do is go with some highlighter. In my case, I'm going to skip the highlighter for this time because I'm doing this for actually a day makeup look. And during the day, I try to avoid using too shiny highlighters. Why? Because it would reflect way too much. When it's an evening situation, I do love to go with my highlighter, but in this case, I will stop over here. You might be wondering, am I not going to apply a mascara? Well, by all means, go ahead if you want to add your mascara. In my case, I'm not going to use a mascara because, like I told you, this is going to be a day makeup look. So in my case, I rather curl my lashes, but don't use mascara. And last, and definitely not least, a fixing spray. In this case, I'm using here NYX Cosmetics with the matte finish. One of the reasons why I like to use a setting spray afterwards is that you're gonna notice that any powder that would lie on top of your skin, that mist would set all this powder right into the skin and creating a less powdery finish and a slightly more natural towards the satin finish. And that's kind of finish that I like to go here, all right? How do you like this? Is this something that you would normally do on yourself? If it's not, please don't hesitate to share with us in the comments, all right? I hope you guys are enjoying watching this video. If that's the case, please remember to hit that subscription button because this is a series and I have many more tips and tricks of makeup to share with you in the coming days, all right? And thank you so much for your time, love, and support. And I see you all next time. Bye-bye.